said it, that person becomes blessed and that person becomes rich. Na ndio nasikia nikisema tafadhali upate ujuzi, uelewe, ili kutoka kesho na siku nyingine. With time, you also become a trainer so that you can be a source of wealth creation for others. Having said that, in 2009 and 2008, some wealthy men of the world, na hapa ni muhimu sikiza, some wealthy men of the world, more so from America, came together and they did not understand why they should always be taking their documents to central bank for approval anytime they want to import cars, anytime they want to import steel, anytime they want to import clothes. Because it was mandatory that all clearing and forwarding documents be taken through central bank for approval. But central bank belongs to one man, who? Rothschild. So you will know who you are and what you have. So they decided, why can't we refuse? So what do we do to refuse? Let's create a currency which will not require approval by anybody. And that is why they cheated by coming together under a name called Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto is a creation of wealthy men. It is not a name existing. Satoshi Nakamoto. This is meant to be the owner of Bitcoin. And when they created the first cryptocurrency, that time, in the early years of 2011, 2010, the wealthiest men in the world who are very diligent, utaambiwa na nikwambie leo, those who will be ahead of others are the people who get to hear of what is going to happen 5 years to come. And they get into it now when others are dragging their feet. That is somebody called Jack Ma. He went into the internet when the internet had not been known by many people. And he says, if you want to be rich, na unajua pahali jua inaelekea, ingia huko kabla, ili wengine watuke wapate leo na wa-invite. Tunaambia kujeni, because leo ulienda lini mapema. Chris Ruya aliingia mapema kwa Bitcoin, akafanya nini? He bought Bitcoins in thousands when Bitcoin was going for less than 100 Kenya shillings. Wakati wa create two rivers, alikuwa pengine anachukua tu Bitcoin kidogo, ili alikuwa ananunua 50 shillings. Na sasa inatoka 2 million. Can you imagine? Is it that being intelligent? Yes. Let me tell you as you listen to what I say. Wealth is more into people who will apply their sixth sense, which is not common. It is also called common sense. And common sense does not go into the main brain, and that is the objective brain, even subjective brain. No, that is conscious brain and subconscious brain. No, it goes direct to the infinite intelligence, and it plays a role together with the Holy Spirit to dictate who you become. Are we together? Now, the element of creativity, always be there listening and watching on what is happening. Because those who will see what is happening early, ndio watafanya vitu za maajabu. It is called creativity. And I always talk about 2017, when Mbele got first class honors from the University of Nairobi. And on applying for 200 jobs, he was denied. All of them zilimkataa. Alafu akashindwa, na kama nimekataliwa na niko na first class honors. I mean, what happens in this world? Do you have to come from a family where your father was in college with the Minister for Education, with the Minister for Industry? What if you come from where, like where I came from? Tulikuwa tunaenda shule bila viatu. Mbele decided, I'm not going to wait any longer, and went to a construction site. In Nairobi kuna nyingi, najua Tabora kunajengwa, Jiru kunajengwa, Bakarongai kunajengwa, Tegela kunajengwa. Na yake ndio kwa mjoko kama mwanamke. Na akarusha mawe. When he got enough money to purchase 41 chicks, alinunua, and then he took a bus through Narok, Bomet, kaingia Keroka. Akamwambia mama, nimekuja na 41 chicks, naomba tusiweke vizuri. Na mama akashangaa, huyu mtu na hiyo masomo yote tutampeleka wapi? How can he bring huku nyumbani? First was honest. But guys, listen to this. Nyampane today supplies East Africa. Yes, over 9 trucks, na kumpata kwa appointment is not easy. Hakuna yeyote alikuwa anasoma na yeye wanaweza kuwa level moja today. What is that? Invoking your sixth sense is called creativity, ideas, imagination, and the power of thought. Now, when these guys created cryptocurrency, then it became easy for people like us. Today, in the morning, some people invested more than $1 million. And we were just transacting in 5 minutes. Namwambia account yako imekuwa activated. Uangalia, anasema yes, my trading balance is showing 1.2 million. How? Within 5 minutes, cryptocurrency will be accepted in the United States, and your trading account will be set by nobody. Lakini kama unaenda through your commercial bank, itachukua miezi 2, na by the time 1 million iwe iko kwa Bank of America, alafu ichukuliwe, itakuwa 200,000. Imekatwa pande hii, imekatwa pande hii, imekatwa pande hii, imekatwa pande hii. Isn't it? Dunia si rahisi sasa. Na watu wengine wanauliza, na mnaongea Bitcoin huko kweli? Kwa sababu mnaongea Bitcoin, mimi naona kama sitakuwa. Sio kaya tu. Tatu. Tunajua kuna kazi nyingi zinahitaji watu. Yeah, because kuna kazi ya kuendesha matatu pale na manamba ni wengi. And then tuko na kazi za kukaa kwa supermarket ili utusaidie kwa counters. Tuwe na shelves. Nani atakuonyesha product zile zilikuja juzi? Lazima kuwa kuna mtu amesimama hapo. Anakuambia kutoa hizi za juzi, hizi siko na inaitwa offer. Unaambiwa na nani? Mtu akikataa. Na don't worry because kila mtu akona haja yake duniani. Mtu alizaa watoto and then hakuna mtoto yeyote ambaye alisema azaliwe sio. Mwanzo application. Na watoto wanasikia wengine wamekuja kutoka Dubai, anakuambia Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa is the tallest building. Na mwingine hapa, because baba yake alikataa Bitcoin, bahali anaweza kupelekwa ni mwingine drive. Sasa, hebu niambie wote wakiwa pamoja, who is who? Please, if you're listening to what I'm telling you, try to be more creative kutoka leo. Tutajaribu kwa watu ambao wako creative. That is one outside the box. Sio kukaa within the box. Having said that, then when the countries now started doing the business of wewe unataka kwenda Uganda, na wewe unataka kwenda Zambia, na wewe unataka kwenda Dubai, na wewe unataka kwenda South Africa, you must use money for South Africa, you must use money for Uganda, you must use money for, na hiyo ndio biashara tunafanya. It is very real business because mimi nime cross na nimekuwa nazo to show people it's real. Silikuwa unauliza tunapataje? I'll answer our questions. This is called a common denominator. Hii ndio pesa inachezewa na kila mtu ulimwenguni. And that is why today Russia and China are not excited with the United States because the money for the United States ndio common factor. Ndio vile inatumika kila mahali. Tuko pamoja. Hao wengine wangependa yao itumike lakini haiwezekani. So what Americans have done is they became superpower by force. Now, when you have this money, US dollar, you must get to use bill when you go to, you take care. No, what you can. When you go to Malawi, you must be given Malawian, and that is the business we are doing. When you get to Rwanda, you must use mafaranga. Inaitwa francs, na wale wamesoma. When you go to China, you must use the most needed money in the world. All products, majority of the products for the United States are made in China, but they are only instructed to write made in America. This is the money needed by everybody. It's called Chinese yuan. And when you get to where you watch movies, yeah, that one. Naira, CDOE. And when you get to Kitwe, dollar, zinaitwa copper belt. Unatumia nini? Uko ni Lusaka. Unatumia nini? Kwacha. Lakini kwacha ya Zambia. Kuna kwacha ya Malawi. Then when you get to Mandela's place, unatumia nini? Mandela's money inaitwa rand. Now this is what is called forex trading, and this is where money is made. When you get to Uganda, you get the cheapest money in Africa. Then when you get to Indonesia, you get to inaitwa ribu, Indonesia. When you get to Hong Kong, you use Hong Kong dollar. There are many. What is that? Sasa, I want to tell you what. If you get to the banks, if you get to the banks and you are changing $1 US, the bank will give you 97 Kenyan shillings. But you get to the Forex Bureau, it will give you 127 for the same amount of money, the same dollar. So if you check, there is a difference of 30 shillings. Now here, ni dollar more. So anytime you change money, there is a lot of money made. But many people don't see that because they are not supposed to know. Anytime you change, no, angalia vizuri kwanza, istadi iko itaenda tu. Anytime you change money, there is a lot of money made. But the bank still will call the shots. Why? Because if you are importing your things from China and from other places, and you are not yet using Bitcoin, you must go through the bank, and the bank is going to do that for you. So what do banks do? Banks are also into forex trading. And when they are doing forex trading, they make use of our money when we leave the money there in the night. Ukienda kwa bank za mwili jioni, kuna watu wanapata because pesa imetolewa. Yote imepelekwa kwa platform ya trading. Na ukienda mapema sana, saa 1, saa 2, utapewa chai lazima. Ili ungojee isitolewe. By saa 3 ndio pesa huwa imerudi. Utasikia tu ukiambiwa no, sabado inatoka wapi? Ilikuwa imewekwa kwa trading in the night. Ili wapate pesa ya kulipa nini huko nje. Now, having said that, now that kind of money made, when you need to do these big purchases from overseas, 20 million, 30 million, and like so, and then billion, because you are importing things like for what one Nigeria, when they import oil tanks and what one they import for supermarkets, they usually import goods worth a lot of money. That kind of forex trade needed, you cannot easily get it from a small trader. I said in the beginning that we have retail traders who trade on small amounts of money like 50K, 100K, 1 million, 10 million. This is small. So what do? They will trade on 100% because their mission is to make too much money. So they will trade on all of it. But now I want you to understand this, and this is now Forex, where you need to really be with me. Forex trading takes place 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they must trade. Kutoka Sunday evening, forex trading starts. Now, Friday evening, inasimama. When it is taking place, these small traders, there is something called international market forces. Please, you better learn these things. Now, in the kumaanisha, when you are trading, the profit you make is dependent on the situation happening in the forces za dunia. and especially countries which matter. Japan, Europe, France, Germany, US, China, Korea, these are countries which matter. Russia and Ukraine and others. Now, whatever happens there is what determines what comes to you on these days. If market forces are in your favor, are good, Monday to Thursday, you make money. But if market forces are not good on Friday, you lose. And in most cases, Fridays are not good. For those of you who are in Novatech already, and you have been paid separately, you will understand that sometimes on Friday, even in the morning by 8, you charge it. Why? Because the company has already studied na ikaona by noon, afternoon, the market forces will be very negative. So they will close the trade, only having traded for 4 days. Now because as we know, the 4%, to go 3.2, 3.4 like last week. And then there is a week we got up to 4.1, and that was about 2-3 months ago. And that time, we were paying our return on investment in the evening of Friday because they had studied the market and realized that Friday will be good. Because as you know, because they are analyzing to know when to continue trading and when to close a trade. Now, having said that, because they are trading on 100%, wakati maneno imekuwa mbaya na kuna negative, kila kitu yao ina method because ni 100% ina method. Now, that is why most of the traders, if you are seated here and you are one, because you might not want to say because you have lost a lot, but the truth of the matter is, the reason why they normally lose everything is because they put in everything. Now, the major difference between them and brokers like us. A broker must be registered within their region. For Kenya, you are, and you must report to CMA, Capital Markets Authority. Now, when you get registered, on top of that, you must be controlled. Why? Because you are trading on people's money, and the regulators do not want to allow you to trade on everything and they lose everything for everybody. So, you are only allowed to tamper with 10% maximum. And here you are trading on billions. You can only lose a maximum of 10% of your entire trading capital. And if that is the case, anytime Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, markets are good, you make a kill. But the Friday, you will lose like every other person. But you can only lose up to 10%. So you are left making money. Why? Because you make money on Monday, you make money on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Friday, and much money. Then on Friday, you are not allowed to lose everything. You are only allowed to lose up to 10%. So if you add all of them, you will still find that you are floating on money. And that is why Forex traders who have gone to the level of brokers, even when they are not there, like Jacob government, is not alive, but it's trading company for Forex, is still stuff like that. Na kama kuna yeyote anasikiza leo, when Syria might not be there one day, Novatech will continue because it is not controlled by your presence as a founder. It is controlled by the authorities within your region. Novatech has got registration from 2 locations. One, United States, we are controlled by their authorities. And Europe, through Estonia, and we are controlled by them as well. So your money is very protected. But now, something you need to hear. Novatech has got much bigger liquidity pool. We actually, when you listen to what Nico was saying, we have one of the deepest liquidity pools. And anytime you are trading, just like what Nico said in M-Pesa, ukiwa uko na M-Pesa yako iko digo, na inaweza peana a maximum of only 10,000 float. Na uko na ingine iko hapa Fontanella, na it has a float of 500,000 hapa Mbele. The transactions zile zitafanywa kwa mwenye Digo Road wa 10,000 in a month are very few, because watu wengine wakienda huko wanachuma huko, wakienda huko wanachuma huko, na huku kwa 400,000-500,000 for the hela transactions zitakuwa nyingi. So what happens? Those with deeper liquidity pool make more transactions than those with smaller or shallow liquidity pool. Are we together? Naomba kuelewe vizuri, because that is the difference maker. Now, Novatech does not need to transact on the same level like other brokers, where they are controlled at the level of 10%. Because of the magnitude of our liquidity pool, the company trades only on 2 to 3%. Meaning that 97, 98, or like so, of your money is still idle with Novatech. And what does then Novatech do? It tells you, please request for cash out or withdrawal of your money in case you have an emergency. Pesa yako ni yako, na kusiwe na mtu akaja kusema ya kwamba na ikienda tuchukue zangu kwanza, chukua zile zako zote. Na hata kama uko na 20 million, hata kama uko na 50 million, it is withdrawable. The company has got enough money to pay you your money. You only need to request. Up to 3 million, you don't tell anyone you want your money. You just click a button and narudi. Kutoka 3 million, because unakuwa protected, ndio wanakwambia lete kitu inaitwa nini, tuone tena ID kama ni yako. Alafu unaambiwa uslide kwa screen, muonekane ni wewe. You need to be protected because they do not want you to use a lot of money. Lakini up to 3 million ni pesa ndogo hiyo. Hiyo mtu anaweza kuchukua tu by pressing a button. I want to answer questions before you ask them. Na ndio naona naenda pole pole. Sio umejiliwa sasa. Unaenda pole. Sio hiyo. Now, having said that, I wanted you to understand that when you come in, I wanted us to look at